Johanna Dinsdale here from Multi-Therapy. I hope you are all having a great morning. Today I'm a little bit sick, so we're going to be taking some self-care time just to relax a little bit and feel better. And I'm sure everybody has gotten sick before, but I find what I've noticed is a lot of people have different approaches to what happens when they get sick. Some people, really escalate things by their mentality. And that's what I want to address today is how to overcome the times you get sick from a mental standpoint, which is really interesting stuff, guys. And there's a lot of examples I'm going to be going over. So, for example, we'll talk about psychosomatic sicknesses. We're going to be talking man colds, why the man cold occurs. Yeah. So I'm just gonna say apologies for the sick voice. Hi Busia, how are you doing? I hope you're not feeling sick today, but I certainly am. And you'll never believe how I got sick. I went to a child's birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese's. Have you ever heard of Chuck E. Cheese? That place, as fun as it is very much just many different viruses and bugs everywhere. Yeah. And it was great. I haven't been to a Chuck E. Cheese in ages, so it was definitely an experience. It was nice to see Chucky again. They gave him a little bit of a new look. Yeah, the mascot mouse. Yes, Chucky. He's looking a bit different these days. They kind of gave him a more modern look, which if you've ever seen the original Chuck E. Cheese mascot, look it up. It's like very scary looking. It was probably a good idea to update him. Yeah, I think Chuck E. Cheese, I watched this documentary about how it came about, the whole mascot and big, characters running around a pizza joint. And it's very interesting stuff. Marco the Great, welcome. Yeah, I think I said need some medicine. I forgot to take some actually before coming on, so I'll be alright. I think I like to struggle until the very last second before taking medication. See, this is funny. This is how mentality and your actual mental health connects to the way that you address being sick. So, for example, hi JG, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. In the Philippines, there's a chocolate juice named Chucky. Oh, nice. Is that what you typically drink when you're sick, or you just say it's the same name as the mouse? Mentally ill? That's debatable, Emmanuel. Marco. Oh, you're in Ohio? I'm in Toronto, Canada. Welcome. Hello from Canada. Mila, hello, how are you doing? Toronto, Canada here. Yeah, and we're just talking, the difference in how we deal with sicknesses, and I'd love to hear how you guys handle sickness from where you are. So, when I grew up, my parents were always telling me, don't take medicine. Like, just let your body handle it, it'll be fine. Like, eventually you could have medicine if it gets really, really, like, you're at the point of unalive, then we'll give you medicine. And I kind of took that, right, and made it my own story and like, okay, this is how we do things. But now that I'm a bit older and reflecting, I'm thinking, it's not so bad to take a little bit of medicine every here and there. We're all a little crazy, aren't we? Absolutely, Marco. I think people say neurotypical versus neurodivergent. I think there's a mix. Everybody's gonna have a little bit of both, right? Like, what's the definition of a normal person's mental health? Let's try to figure that one out. That's pretty much impossible. Pascal, hello. Emmanuel, good that you're taking your pills. I hope everybody's feeling a bit more healthy than I am. Curse you, Chuck E. Cheese. Maguzo, good evening, sister. I'm from India. Very nice. Welcome from India. How do you guys, what kind of medicines do you have? Do you have any like herbal remedies? Like my parents used to always make us eat an orange when we were sick, which makes sense, right? Vitamin C. It's funny how everybody does things a little bit differently depending on their culture. Douglas says natural is best. Very good, yeah. I'm like right in between. I'm like, yeah, try it my best and then take some medicine if I have to. In Canada is morning, and where you are, it's afternoon. Yeah, that's right. I think in India it's around 6:30, right? PM. Emmanuel, I don't think a lot of us are normal, especially in my community, which is why it's the best. We just got a beautiful, diverse group of people who all care and respect for each other, which is a really magical thing. Which country? Canada. Good afternoon. Oh my gosh, wow, I'm getting so many messages. Hi, Nitrim. Saeed and Douglas. Sorry, just catching up. Hi, Joe. Welcome back. It's 15:07 p.m. Okay, very nice. Okay, somebody's asking how to deal with a narcissistic person. That's a great question. It's really difficult, right? Depending on what kind of relationship you have with them. Is it a parent? Is it a sibling? Hi, Vicus. I'm in a desert today because I'm sick. That's right. My throat is like a desert. Actually, I'm going to take a little Fisherman's Friend cough drop. Have you guys ever seen these before? They're really great for sore throats, though. They don't taste very good. They're very similar to the Ricola. Ricola. Oh, yeah. That's good. Yeah, taking medicine for mental health. Approved. It can be really helpful for people who have like those chronic things such as anxiety or depression. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry I didn't answer about the narcissist, but basically how you do it is you don't give them any power and you have to understand that their perspective on things, you got to meet them where they're at, right? I always like to say, if the bar's in hell, then you can't get disappointed anymore. So, for example, if that person, that narcissist is your mom, and you're saying, all right, I'm constantly disappointed by her because I really want her to love and care for me and like do all this stuff for me and be there for me. You know, that disappointment you're actually creating for yourself because you're not recognizing this person for who they truly are, which is a narcissist, right? And that's where you have to take a step back and say, I'm going to accept this person for who they are. If they change, then great. If they don't change, well, that's unfortunate, but I'm not going to let them disappoint me over and over and over again. I'm going to accept them for who they are. And if you're willing to have a relationship with them, then that's your choice. If not, that's completely fine too. Cutting people out of your life is sometimes the only option if you can't protect your mental health any other way. Last chat given home remedy. Yeah. How would you cure a sore throat, Sachin? I'd love to hear. I went to Chuck E. Cheese's Vicus for a kid's birthday party and immediately got sick. Like, those kids' play places are insane. I actually lasted the whole pandemic without catching the COVID. But right at the end there, I think it was like last year, I ended up finally getting it due to a kid's play place. So Yeah, avoid those places if you don't want to get sick. You want to leave? Oh, Emmanuel, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. And yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? The time in India is 7 p.m. Hi, Darwin. I look like Anita from Jennifer's Body. Amazing. What's that actress's name again? Amanda something Schofield? Yeah, something like that. All right, guys. So we're talking sickness, okay? That's the theme of the day. So let's imagine that you're a person, as soon as you get sick, you start to freak out, right? Like your brain immediately declares like a full-scale health crisis as soon as you start to feel that little tickle in your throat, and your brain immediately kind of goes into overdrive, and you need that sympathy from people in your life, like your family or at work. People need to be like, oh, poor you. That makes you feel better. You know, some people nickname this the man cold. Other people call it, you know, just like being a bit dramatic. But here's the thing, there's a fun psychological reason why we react this way. Hi, Zero. Hi, Mr. Fox. Hi, Helpy. Pizza. I wish I had pizza right now. Sachin is giving us the secret to cure a sore throat. Clove plus black pepper, grind them in 1 tablespoon of honey and lemon juice and mix it. Oh my gosh. That actually, if I made that into a tea, I might have it. We do use the honey and lemon trick, but typically with like a ginger tea. I do love clove. I had never eaten clove before, maybe like 4 years ago, and now I love it. It's so good. I guess it's not that commonly used in Canada, in my household anyway. Oh my gosh, people keep comparing me to people. Now I have to look them up. Okay. I have to look this up. Kiera Advani? This better look like me, Vicus. You think like I look like her? Oh, that's nice. She's very beautiful. I think, yeah, we got the same cheeks, huh? Oh, that's a great question. Vicus, have you seen Hollywood? Has everybody else seen Bollywood? Oh my gosh. If I had to recommend one Bollywood video to get you started, RRR is incredible. And it's really funny. I heard that Bollywood is really big in Japan because the way that they tell their stories is pretty similar to anime. Like, it's just very dramatic and bold, and like people are jumping off the walls and kicking tigers in the face, you know? It's like that kind of thing. And then the love stories are very like intense too. Oh no, Helpy, you're bored. I'm sorry that you're sick too. We'll be sick together, but we'll get through this, okay? So let's talk about why being sick can be so annoying, right? So think of it this way. Ever since you were a kid, you're building up kind of like matching emotion with the experience of being sick, right? Often when we're sick as a kid, there's different experiences, right? Some people might have been told, hey, like, stop being dramatic. You need to grow up right now and just deal with your sickness and go to school. We don't care that you're sick. Or they might have said, oh, you poor thing, you poor baby, let me take care of you and look after you. Oh, you poor thing. We gotta really tuck you in. And like, you're basically being taught as a child how you're gonna react to being sick when you're older. Busia, what did you get really, really angry at? I missed that. Sachin, Tamil movies are dramatic fighting. and cry revenge masala movies. Is RRR considered Tamil movie, right? Is it considered Bollywood if it's a Tamil movie? That's my question. Yeah, I think that's it. Vikas. Do I do more upbeat topics in your live streams? Oh yeah. We talk about everything. We just kind of shoot the breeze, hang out. I usually have some kind of theme. That's why like the sickness is the theme today because I'm sick. But it is interesting how much our minds can affect our experience with sickness. So that's why I challenge you guys to think about how you react when you're sick. Is it more like the man cold experience where you're really hyping it up in your mind? Oh my gosh, I gotta rest, I gotta be taken care of. Hi, Flow with Bo, cool name. All right, Marco, lovely. Yeah, I have a lot of different videos. I do like sleep, hypnosis, meditation type videos. I do mental health, and more recently I've been doing some fun kind of TV show review type situations. Bollywood is in Mumbai. South Indian is Tollywood, Tamil movies. Oh, I apologize for confusing the two. Interesting. Yeah, okay, noted. Thank you, Sachin, for explaining it. Flow with Bo, what's your take on psychedelic impacts on our minds, specifically LSD? Very helpful. I mean, the studies are still being done. And again, it's the Wild West, okay, guys? Taking LSD to help you with mental health. I have a good friend who has been doing the LSD treatment, and it's been working wonders for her. In Canada, it's still experimental. But that's the thing. Once you take the LSD, you might have a good trip and you might have a bad trip. So there is a good chance that you could be re-traumatizing yourself with the LSD. So if you're willing to take that risk, you could go for it. But yeah, I would say leave that one as the very last option if you can. The reason why it works, basically, LSD people take it and they have, a lot of people see like either like a deity of some sort, or they go through their past lives, or I don't know, it's all very trippy, timey-wimey. But typically people wake up feeling like they've had an epiphany, and that's what we're going for. It's like, oh, I understand myself a lot better after going through that journey of LSD land. Some people use ayahuasca. That one's more of a like traditional. I can't remember where they do ayahuasca. Is it Brazil? Or I don't know. Yeah, similar effects as LSD, but they make it more of like a full retreat where you go into like the rainforest and they have like a big bunker, not a bunker, a big tent set up, and a bunch of people take ayahuasca all at the same time, and they have these visions and stuff. But again, there's definitely pros and cons. You might be there just vomiting the whole time, having a bad time, or you might have this beautiful la la land dream where you meet your future self. Water wheels, amen, sister. Busia, my mom arrived, said, why did you put, oh, and he said he did it first. Oh my gosh. Ugh, siblings, am I right? They drive me nuts. Mangoes. I could use a mango right now. Kratom. Oh, I've never heard of that. Costa Rica, is that where they do the ayahuasca? Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, right. It's funny. People are very, very divided about medication. But you gotta remember, your brain is just a big squishy ball of goop in your head, right? It's not always going to do the right thing. It's not always going to think the right thing either. The squishy brain goop sometimes has a chemical imbalance that can be helped with medication. What am I doing in the Sahara Desert? I am being sick. This is a representation of how I'm feeling right now. With a bit of a fever. Where's the mascara? I'm getting there, Vicus. Where are you? In the desert, but actually in Toronto, Canada. Do. Your eyes are dope hope nope. Ooh, that rhymes. Oh, thank you, okay. I'm in Toronto. Marco, do you know that by experience? Alright, where is my face stuff? Oh, I'm so slow moving today. And to give you an example, if you don't believe in the power of your brain, let's talk psychosomatic injuries. If you guys haven't heard about what that is, it's basically when somebody has an injury that is fully caused by just their mentality. It often happens with people who have been in war. It's like a symptom of their PTSD. And a great example of that that's happened on like major TV is Sherlock Holmes with Benedict Cumberbatch. His little friend there, Watson. At the beginning of the show, he did have a psychosomatic injury where he's limping around at the beginning, and it's not until he goes on adventures with Sherlock Holmes that he's able to overcome that psychosomatic limp, because he's just he's distracted, he's living his fullest potential again, he's stimulated by all these mysteries, so that part of him is healed. It's almost like a physical manifestation of the pain that was caused by going into war. Hi, Nathan. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Medication helps a lot, but healthy lifestyle is even more important. Yeah, definitely. Some people use medication, and then once they fix the other parts of their life, they get back to it. Other people want to try everything else possible until they finally resort to medication. There's no right or wrong answer. When I'm doing therapy sessions with people, I often just let them explore it themselves. I don't try to convince them one way or another. And that's the important thing. You have a choice. Oh my gosh, so many messages, guys. I appreciate it. I'm playing Roblox now. Okay, you enjoy Roblox. Take care. Are you going clinic? What do you mean? Hello, Almas. Welcome. Translate it. I don't know how to translate that. I'm sorry. Why am I in a desert? Is that what you said? That's my guess. Yeah. I know the TK. TK. I've never played Roblox, but it looks fun. Is Roblox, it's kind of similar to Minecraft, is it not? Or no? Yeah, I'm gonna rest today, I think. I have a few sessions later on, so I'm gonna take a nap after this and then go from there. Aw, Devin. Divine. Thank you. That's very nice. Roblox uses AI or Minecraft. Yeah, but guys, if you truly believe in the power of your own mind, which we all should, it's okay to really be active in your own healing, right? It's important not to panic when we get sick or fall into the trap of reacting to sickness like we did as a kid. We always have a choice when it comes to our reaction to things. Let's see here. There we go. So yeah. The first method that you can to get around that is called the detachment symptom. So instead of saying, oh my gosh, I'm getting this tickle in my throat, I'm gonna get sick, and then this is gonna happen, maybe I should call in sick right now to preemptively. It's instead just naming the symptom. It's like, oh, there is a tickle in my throat. Keep it neutral, like you are a scientist. Very neutral and calm. I am observing the fact that I have a tickle in my throat. Yes, meditation is extremely, extremely good for you. I cannot more highly recommend meditation. Your brain deserves a break, right? It really does. It's like a muscle. If you're constantly working out, of course you're going to get burnt out, right? And that muscle gets injured. Meditation has been proven time and time again to be very, very healing for the brain because you're actively giving it a break. And of course, sleeping, that's why sleeping impacts our mental health so much too. That's the time for it to rest and create some crazy, wacky dreams. If we don't get enough sleep, that's when we really start to fall apart. So remembering to prioritize that. If you're drinking a lot of caffeine all the time, maybe stop it just before noon or 1 o'clock. That's what I've been doing. I stopped drinking coffee after 1. That's been working wonders for me. Roblox got banned. Hey, is that... Oh my gosh, that's Five Nights at Freddy again. We keep getting those guys in our chat. Uh-oh, is it because I was talking poorly of Chuck E. Cheese? Have you guys seen that movie? I didn't think the movie was that great, but it was fun nonetheless. Hi Azim, how are you doing? We're talking mental health stuff. Alternatives to meds, progressive relaxation, visualization, imagery processing. Yeah, there's a lot of great options out there if you don't want to take meds. Bye-bye. See you, Sachin. Have a good one. They're singing and drunk people. They are too loud. Just gonna handle it or maybe call the police for noise disturbance. Oh, outside? That's annoying. Lucia, I hope you stay safe. Don't let those crazy people outside bother you. Yeah. One time I poked myself in the eye with my mascara brush. That was not pleasant. And then it like leaves behind mascara in your eyeballs. My eye turned black. Yeah, I looked pretty wild. Bye, Helpy. Take care. I hope you have a good one. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a shorter video, guys. I'm feeling pretty tired. I think I'm going to go to sleep. Maybe put on a show. Does anybody have any show recommendations for me? I just finished Alice in Borderland, which was a really great show. I never watched the violent parts, so it's too scary. You ever watch a show when you were super sick and it feels like a fever dream? That was me in Dumbo. I remember as a kid, they played Dumbo and those pink elephants were dancing around. I had like the worst fever and I was like, ugh. Yeah. Dudes from Timu. Okay, Helpy, you're a wild one. Alright, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a bit early today. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. If you could create a comfort zone, that's a good way of dealing with sickness too. Just rest, relaxation. You can try the meditation too if you're lying in bed feeling like dead. You can just try to visualize some wonderful, perfect paradise and try to slip into that meditative state because you need healing and rest and relaxation. Keep calm and carry on, as us Brits like to say. Oh, you think so, Vicus? Okay, no worries, Bucio. I'll catch you next time, okay? Alright, guys. Take care. Bye.